when it comes to the game plan, you're exactly right. Now all of a sudden you get to look at it and say, okay, what do I need and what I don't need? You know.
Time for just a few more questions here. Front row, right? Tim May, Letterman row.
Yeah, Jim, is it too early for you to name like 3 safeties you got your eye on right now that could be in that group? I mean, obviously, like you said, the jury's out on Josh Proctor until he gets to really practice, et cetera. But are there 3 safeties that caught your eye that you throw out there today?
Well, I mean, I love Ronnie. Heck, man, I think he's got the skill. I think he's got the savvy. You know, I just think he's a great piece in the middle there to run the show back there. I just like the way he plays and handles his business, you know. And then Court, I think, is an excellent leader. You know, we're going to continue to look at him in terms of the matchups that he may face from wide receivers, right? Because anything he needs to improve, it's that. And I got to make sure I put him in good positions. But I know I can go with him. I know I can trust him, and I know that he's going to give everything. And that's a matter of me to put him in the right position, you know. And I think our nickels are really solid, you know, with Tanner, who understands everything about me and the scheme, and with Cam. And Legend's been playing there too. I mean, I think we got some impressive nickel play, you know. But yeah, without Josh, I think we still need to have some other guys step up there at the bandit and adjuster position.
And one other quickie, is there been any time when you've looked across the line, either watching video or watching a play, and you've gone wow about one of those offensive guys? I mean, this caught your eye with this offense. I mean, from CJ to, you know, Travion, Jackson, whomever, where you just, is one of those guys caught your eye?
You know, it's every day in 7-on-7, like I said, because we're facing such a talented receiver core with great quarterback. 7-on-7 at times can be extremely frustrating, you know. And then, you know, our quarterback does catch my eye in watching video because, you know, we throw a lot defensively, you know, the things that we do in the structure. And I remember when I was at Ole Miss with Eli Manning, he was the same way in that, you know, the guys that are good, what CJ is, they can diagnose. There's always a soft spot, right? We're trying to diagnose. We're trying to bluff rotations, right, and try to deceive the quarterback and do all those and show one picture and end up in another. And I think he does a great job of just knowing and just figuring that out and getting rid of the ball because there's always a hole, right? And you know, I talked with him today and joked with him, you know, and he likes what we're doing, you know, because it challenges him, I think, you know. I mean, we got a great relationship between the offense and defense here, and Coach Day has really, I mean, I've been fortunate. I've walked into, you know, an unbelievable culture, and there's no egos, and everybody gets along, and we're all working together, and it's not about trying to win the drill. It's we're just trying to get better on offense and defense. So it's that part of it's been fun.
You know, Jack Sawyer talked about this the other day about just the attitude they've had since the halftime of the Rose Bowl on. I'm talking about up front, whatever is. And like you've talked about it a bunch of times here today, it's really interesting that if you get those 4 guys going, and how much do y'all keep challenging them about what they can be? There were times last year when they weren't that force, you know?
Yeah, I don't know about last year, but I know that, yeah, we put in our sack package the other day when we started third downs, you know, which is just the 4 pass rushers regardless of position. And, you know, it's been just a wave. You know, you see those guys come off the ball, and we're bluffing and disguising around them and blitzing and trying to create one-on-one matchups. And, I mean, you see a surge. That's all I know, and I love what they're doing.
Second row, middle. Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com.
Just want to check, because of how quick he is with his feet and everything, is JT Tuimoloau one of the guys you would look at it, Jack, or is there something?
I think eventually, yeah. Not right now, but I know he's learning it and studying it, and you know, we may move to that, when we get, ideally, you want the position to become that Leo, but then you have to be able to do both. You got to be able to do everything. So, yeah, I think JT can do it. It's just a matter of who's best and who's best up front also.
And in that group of guys that you've been impressed by up front, where does Tron Vincent fit into that? Because I know the young guys get a lot of attention, but he's a guy who's been around a while and is maybe just starting to realize some of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed with Teron. I highlighted him the other day for all the young guys to see. Yeah, here is a veteran, and I highlighted him chasing a receiver down the field, a good 20, 25 yards, and coming with a chop, attempt at the ball. And that's just a great example for all the young guys. So I've been impressed with his leadership and his effort. Even though he is a veteran, he gives a lot in practice.
Got time for one final question. Doug Lesmerises, Cleveland.com.
I think we could ask 400 questions about the Jack. It's just so interesting. There have been some guys here, defensive ends at Ohio State, like Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa and Chase Young, guys like that who are great rushers off the edge. If they were in your defense right now, would they be ideal candidates for the Jack? Or are there some guys that you think, I don't want to move them around. I want to let them get on that tackle and just rush the passer and not be the Jack?
Yeah, if they're that talented, those guys are exceptional in their field. You're not going to mess with them too much. You're just going to let them go and come off the edge. It might be fun, but you got to balance that with what are you taking away from what they do really well.
And then when you're thinking about this Jack position, how much is the football acumen part of it, the movement and being able to figure out where they should go, and how much freedom does that Jack have moving around on a single play, or do they know exactly where they're supposed to move to because you've told them in this look, in this play, you're going to move to this spot?
Right. The football acumen, football intelligence is really important to be able to read schemes and handle a bunch of information from me, because you're right, I'm going to tell them exactly what to do. That's my job. I'm going to call them into certain things, but there's a bunch of choices. Go here, go to the back, go away from the back, go to the tight end, go away from the tight end, go. So that's all contained within the call, but there's a lot of learning that they have to do. But we want to be able to have all that at your disposal. So I think that's what makes the defense good is my job to fix problems, and that guy can fix problems, because I can call him into whatever I want.
Coach, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.